So I guess the invitation from this is that now we've kind of gone through these phases of let's understand the technicalities, but then let's understand the emotional side. The invitation that I would extend is that if you're aware of somebody else's situation to where they are in a financial hardship and they need to sell their home, or they just don't have a path to be able to get caught up on their payments, reach out to us.
Yeah.
We can start and we can engage in that conversation to where we can help them through the process. Or if it's you specifically that's dealing with that, reach out to us, because this is something that can be solved, and there's different ways of doing that. That person, I was able to introduce some resources that were specific to his case that would allow for him to use those resources and get caught up. That isn't always the solution. The solution is often sell the home. It's often just sell the home, because that's the only way that they're not going to go into foreclosure. And a foreclosure sticks around for 7 years on somebody's record. And it is very difficult to go and get financing after somebody's experienced a foreclosure, because they've gone to the extent where the bank has had to, let's call it legislatively or legally, forcefully been able to take that property back so that they can maintain at least some value in the asset that they have. So if you reach out to us, we can introduce resources that allow for somebody to take care of that property, move it to somebody that can then take it from there, and we just want to solve problems.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We want to answer questions. We want to help these people out, and along the way, we might be able to get their property, either catch up their payments, maybe take over their payments, maybe help them sell their property, maybe partner with them. And there's all sorts of different ways that we can help them out so that, number one, they don't go in foreclosure. Number two, they can leave with some money and they can plan for their exit. And I think that planning for the exit is probably the most important thing, because when you're in hardship and you don't know what's happening, a lot of times you can't think clearly. And by having somebody sit down and say, hey, this is what you need to do. You need a place to live for your family. I've sat in front of people and they're like a deer in headlights. And I'm like, look, you're going to be kicked out in 30 days. We need to find another place to live. Oh, yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, because you've got 3 kids and a wife, and you're not judging them. You're just helping them. You've never been in that spot, or maybe you have been in that spot. Maybe you can see empathy or have empathy for them because you've been through foreclosure, and most people probably haven't. And so you just try to get in there and say, these are some decisions that need to be made. By not making a choice, it's a choice, but you have consequences for not making a choice. And so we want to make a choice so you can have good consequences meaning, let me give you some money, let me get you moved out, let me help you with money for a deposit on a place to rent. You have 30 days to go find a house for your family. And a lot of times, once you explain it to them, most dads, most moms will sit across the table and like, all right, we got to take some action.